Welcome back. During the break, we drove our car onto another ferry, soaked up the sun, and headed over to San Juan Island. We checked into the San Juan Inn collection before we ventured out and discovered that marine conservation is at the forefront of the minds of many who live and visit the San Juan Islands.
When arriving at San Juan Island, you were immediately greeted by Friday Harbor and its picturesque downtown. We checked into the San Juan Inn collection, part of the Washington State Association of Bed and Breakfasts. The charming suites are well suited for any stay on the island, and after getting settled in, I went to explore the many sights just outside my door before heading over to meet Nikki at Coho, where we spoke with Chef Tim Payne about how he has made the menu to reflect his values about sustainability. Tim, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us.
No, thank you.
We are about to dine at your restaurant named Coho, but oddly enough, salmon's not on the menu. Can you tell us why?
Well, our resident orca whales feed on coho salmon, and we made a decision a few years back to no longer serve it. So it's an honor to what is our native fish as opposed to what's on the menu. We just thought from a sustainability and from an eco perspective. And it was a hard decision to make. We faced resistance, and people who are from out of state come and they're like, there's no coho on the menu. And so we commonly have to answer that question.
Now you do have a seasonal menu as well.
Yes, we change the menu 6 to 8 times a year. It's primarily dependent on the vegetable crops as opposed to any kind of protein. Being in the Pacific Northwest, we rely on the island as well as Skagit Valley, and it has many micro seasons. And with that, some of the vegetables have a very short period where they're at their optimal kind of peak flavor and so forth.
Yeah.
So we tend to follow and navigate those patterns of Mother Nature, so to speak.
Oh, which always tastes better. So let's talk about the kind of stewardship of the island and the sustainability. What do you guys do here to make sure that this island is taken care of for future generations?
Well, as you may know, we're associated with a couple of inns and bed and breakfasts, and so it kind of permeates itself in many ways. We use sustainable products, so we're not contributing to any kind of waste in terms of plastics and that type of thing. So we focus on that at the inns, and then here at the restaurant, we try to use food that is as close to us as possible so that we're not having a large fossil footprint, and we're supporting from an economic sustainability. We're feeding back into the local economy in the circle from the farmer to us, etc.
I like it. So the orcas are fed, we're fed, everybody's happy. Thank you so much, Chef Tim. Thank you.
All right.
Focusing on sustainability and staying local means the freshest seasonal ingredients are used to make amazing dishes. Eating local has never tasted so good.
After dinner, we headed over to Jackson Beach Park to learn a little bit about how to responsibly enjoy the local marine wildlife. Avery, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell me a little bit about Discovery Sea Kayaks.
Yeah, so we've been around since I want to say about 2002, early 2000s. Kind of started as a core group of people who enjoyed paddling and wanted to guide. So at our heart, we're kind of paddlers first, guides second, because we enjoy what we do, but we want to take other people out and help them enjoy it as well. So
That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. But I do have a question for you first. Why should visitors and residents keep at top of their mind preserving the islands?
Yeah, so I think of it kind of like when you visit any place you're a visitor to. You don't live there. You may not know the local customs or anything, or what's going on in an area, and being respectful of knowing that you're stepping into someone else's place or a different ecosystem helps to keep it the way it is, and the whole reason why you went there. But what brought you there? You probably want to keep that the same. You probably don't want to change it.
Yeah, make it. We said this before, but make it almost as if you were never there.
Yeah.
Don't leave a trace.
Yeah, leave no trace would be a great framework for that.
Okay, so. Avery, I heard about this phrase called being whale wise.
Yes.
How can we be whale wise? What's that all about?
Yeah, so there's a number of different pieces of legislation, both national and state-wise, that apply to marine mammals, and more specifically the southern resident killer whales. So as you're paddling, you may encounter marine mammals of all sorts. So whale-wise, but also having to do with any creature in the ecosystem that we're in. But specifically whale-wise, you have guidelines for rules for how far you can be from them, behavior around them. So if we are paddling and say we see whales, we're gonna paddle inshore.
Okay.
We're going to raft up in some kelp and observe them from there. We're not going to try to join them or get any closer. We're going to be respectful. Right. Yeah. So have you guys ever seen bioluminescence before?
And Moana.
Moana.
The
Hawaii.
movie.
Oh, Moana. Yeah. So obviously right now it's light out, and we're kind of starting in the evening. So I always like to frame this as, you know, we're waiting for it to get dark. That's really when you see the bioluminescence.
The guides at Discovery Sea Kayak were amazing, and gliding through the sparkling bioluminescent water was a truly magical experience. It was also a great reminder of how special the islands are, and made me understand why the residents are working so hard to keep them safe for the next 7 generations. We've got to take one last break, but we've still got even more of our trip to the San Juan Islands to share with you. You don't want to miss it.